And while rehabbing from his calf injury, Jeter's recent stint with the AA Trenton Thunder enabling his return to the Yankees, where he left an indelible impression on the Yanks of the future. Trenton's Eastern League All-Star second baseman Corbin Joseph switching his uniform number to number 3, allowing Jeter to wear his familiar number 2. And Joseph could hardly miss the crowd lining up 5 deep just to watch the future Hall of Famer take batting practice. And not surprisingly, many of those onlookers were of the admiring female persuasion.
Speaking of which, when you get to the big leagues, are you ready to take on the challenge of having all those women constantly calling out your name before the game? You ready for that?
Well, you know, probably not, because, you know, I'm happily engaged, and so I'll probably be happily married by then, and, you know, I hope that everything with that works out pretty well.
That's a politically correct answer, very much like Derek Jeter would give. How about that?
That's right.
Very smooth, huh? The captain would be proud. And it's well documented that Derek Jeter grew up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Every so often, his birthplace is mentioned in passing, Pequannock, New Jersey, right? After all, Jeter's family then moved to Arlington, New Jersey before leaving the Garden State when he was only 4. But in a News 12 New Jersey exclusive on this, the day after he reaches 3,000 hits, we take you to the actual site of Jeter's birth. Derek Sanderson Jeter was born on June 26, 1974, right here at what used to be Chilton Memorial Hospital in the Pompton Plains section of Pequannock. The hospital has since moved, replaced at 520 Newark Pompton Turnpike by this condominium complex called Crestwood Park.
Is this where Jeter was born?
Yes.
I don't believe this.
And who's your favorite player in the Yankees?
Of course, it's Derek Jeter.
It's pretty cool. A lot of people's Facebook statuses changed yesterday saying I live in the town where Derek Jeter was born.
I thought that it was an urban legend because you always hear about it, but then there's no signs, there's nothing. I'm like, yeah, right, maybe it's not true.
But it is indeed true. In fact, we're told there are 1- and 2-bedroom units for sale at Crestwood Park, all now tied to more than 3,000 hits, and one day to the Baseball Hall of Fame as well. And you know, when Jeter was in Trenton, in the opposing dugout was Altoona Curve pitching coach Wally Whitehurst, who you may recall spent parts of 4 seasons pitching for the Mets from 1989 through 1992. And Whitehurst ending his career in '96, making 2 starts for the eventual world champion Yankees, against whom he still carries a grudge.
Do you get a World Series share? Do you get a ring that year?
I got a share, but it was minimal. I got a AAA ring with Columbus that season, so George did not get me a ring, no.
Do you feel a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a shame. It's disgusting that I did not get a ring. Anybody that was in the big leagues for that season, no doubt, you play this game long enough, you're in it long enough, that's the one thing you could hope to ever get as a player. Money means nothing. The ring means everything, and I did not receive one.
Derek Jeter's here tonight making this rehab appearance. Maybe he can give you one of his. He certainly has enough of them.
There's a few of them that have a bunch of them.